Okay, so I'm just going to say right here and now that I have this much voice. So we're going to do this video, we're going to do this review until I either croak or push my way through it. That's the way it's going to go. What's going on, everybody? It's your buddy, it's your pal Spaz, Phoenix, the YWC Reality Check, and here is your Go Home Raw review for Extreme Rules. Keep in mind, this Wednesday I will be getting together with Steven and OKayFabe and Guapo and Kristen, and the panel will be getting us ready for Extreme Rules. We will be doing the tackle panel once again, and it will be great, and hopefully I won't sound like this. We started off the 420 Raw, and let's see how many Rob Van Dam / Rey Mysterio / Jack Swagger jokes we get down in the box below. But we start the 420 Raw even, I can speak, I swear, with Randy Orton delivering a promo in the steel cage that he'll be fighting in on Sunday. Seth is a dumbass. He chose to ban the RKO. He thinks it's my greatest weapon, but pain is my greatest weapon. The RKO would be too quick and way too easy for you, Rollins. I'll take it nice and slow. I'll break your jaw. I'll break your ribs. I'll make sure you eat steel, and I will end you as the champion. Rollins comes out and tells Randy Orton that he has anger issues. Orton laughs. He says, "Are you really telling me that this is the first time that you've realized that I have anger issues?" He says, "I don't have anger issues. I have Rollins issues." Rollins basically mocks the entire first bit that Orton said because it's a very typical babyface promo, etc. He says, "I play the game of human chess better than anybody. I'm the greatest of all time, and as good as you are, I'm just that much better. But you know what? Stay up there and rant and get it out of your system. It might be good for you." Orton says, "That's a great idea. I will get it out of my system, and since the RKO is banned for tonight, I'm going to go back there in the back, and I'm going to RKO every SOB that I see, and then I will RKO you before the end of the night." It's fantastic. Nothing happens, but it sets the tone for the night, I suppose. Next, we're supposed to have a match between Ambrose and Harper. They trade punches. There's a crossbody and mounted punches by Ambrose, an uppercut by Harper. Harper is tossed out by Ambrose. There's a suicide dive by Ambrose, and Harper eats the steps. Ambrose is tossed out into the crowd. They brawl into the crowd. Ambrose comes off the railing, but Harper catches him with the right hand. Rebound clothesline in the rampway, which is kind of cool. He does this sort of baseball slide in, baseball slide out thing and clotheslines him on the rampway. Michael Cole announces, as if we haven't already figured it out, that the match has been tossed out. Harper spikes Ambrose head first into the LED screen. They both fail at hitting their finishing moves on the stage, and Harper tosses Ambrose off the stage and bails. Yeah. Jokes flying all over Twitter that the winner of this match will get the jeans and tank top look going forward. Primetime players freak out Rollins in the back because Rollins is all jumpy, looking for Orton, looking to, avoid that RKO. Rollins and Triple H discuss Kane, and that's all fine and wonderful. Lucha Dragons versus the New Day for the #1 tag contendership to the Tag Team Championships. Kalisto and Big E start. Kicks by Kalisto and a head scissor crossbody by Sin Cara and a shoulder block by Sin Cara. Arm drag by Kofi and chops in the corner. Kofi hits the tornado DDT, but Sin Cara counters it into a bridging suplex and a near fall. Kofi tosses Sin Cara out of the ring. Sin Cara gets back in the ring. Boots by Big E. Boots by Kofi, double team dropkick by the New Day, which was cool. Basically, Big E threw Kofi Kingston into him in a dropkick fashion that was really, really nice. Clothesline by Big E take us to the commercial break. Knees and kicks by Sin Cara when we come back. A twisting crossbody and a head scissor DDT by Kalisto. Springboard spin kick by Kalisto. Both members of the Lucha Dragons go to a top turnbuckle and deliver moonsaults onto both of their opponents on the outside of the ring. Xavier Woods is hiding under the ring, holding on to the foot of Sin Cara, who is the legal man, who gets counted out, and the New Day are the #1 contenders for the Tag Team Championships, which is interesting because we're going to be heels versus heels at Extreme Rules, and as far as I know, no stipulation has been added to this match yet. We will see what happens on SmackDown. But not a bad match. The Lucha Dragons looked great. I was going to say Big E. The New Day I keep saying it over and over and over again. People don't like the gimmick, and I understand it. I think it's hilarious, but whatever. But these three, just as an in-ring unit, work so well together. It's fucking fantastic. If they become the tag team champions, maybe defended under the Freebird rule, or the Wolfpack rule, depending on where your allegiances lie, that could be a cool thing. I like the Lucha Dragons, don't get me wrong, but I don't want them to get the titles right away. We don't want them getting Sheamus, Ryback, Naomi treatment. After the match, Randy Orton starts his barrage of RKOs for the evening by RKOing Woods, Kofi Kingston, who botches the RKO spot, and was going to get Big E, but Big E just sort of sits on the apron like he's going to shit himself, and eventually thinks better of life and leaves. We replay Barrett answering Cena's open challenge last week when they were over in the UK, which is fantastic. We replayed the Big Show's attack on Roman Reigns, which I'm sure made a lot of people like the Lexman happy, but whatever. Fandango takes on... Whoa. Okay, sorry guys, I thought I lost my place. I occasionally put the pages on the Doomy clipboard of Doom in the wrong order, but I didn't, which is good. Fandango versus Axelmania didn't last very long, but it was fun for what it was. To all of those who thought the old Fandango music was a one-night thing, you were wrong. It's all good. Fandango's a face, which is underscored here by putting him against Curtis Axel. Quick elbow and a beatdown by Axel is cut off with a drop kick, some knockdowns, and a trip by Fandango, which leads to what they're now calling the Last Dance. That wicked leg drop that Fandango does. They used to call it the coup de grace. I guess that's the heel name for it. But the Last Dance is the face name for it, which is fantastic. Fandango gets the win. And Fandango had he's got the typical dancing tights on tonight, and the pattern of it, where I said Adam Rose had the Hollywood Hogan tights at WrestleMania, or that style, I will really say, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that Fandango had some Nasty Boy tights on tonight, which made me smile just a little bit. Triple H comes out, and the bulk of it is he makes his announcement about Tough Enough, which I couldn't be paid to give a shit about. Let's be real. They talked later on in the evening about how The Miz and Ryback were both products of Tough Enough, showed them going through Tough Enough and all that sort of thing. So I'm assuming to advertise Tough Enough, they are going to have those video packages playing going forward, and that's fantastic. Let's not forget that The Miz went to WrestleMania and beat John Cena in the main event for the WWE title, and that put a rocket up his ass, didn't it? Didn't it? Oh, yes. That he's cut off by Kane. Kane comes to the ring. He says, "You've ignored my emails and messages about Rollins all week. I can't take the disrespect from Rollins anymore, especially when you consider that I helped him get Money in the Bank. I'm giving you my 2 weeks notice," which is, I guess, if you want to make the business cliches, and he's in the business pants and whatever. Rollins comes out all full of piss and vinegar. "Let him quit. We don't need a loser like him." And he says, "Yes, I called you a loser. You did what's best for business. You are paid to be a loser. Being a loser is your job." Kane says, "We made you champion. I handed you Money in the Bank. We could have made anybody champion. We could have recruited Dean Ambrose. Hell, I could have made El Torito the champion," which is fine. Triple H breaks the two of them up like two young kids and a parent and all those cliches that people use. Triple H says to Rollins, "Kane did what was needed, and this Sunday Kane's going to do what's needed. Again, he's going to be the gatekeeper in your cage match with Orton at Extreme Rules, so you two better get on the same page." Dun, dun, dun. We replay the Divas Battle Royal and the Naomi heel turn. Now, I've got to address something before I go on here. And, yeah, voices going quickly. Made some comments last week on this channel. Last week's Raw review was one of the more fun Raw reviews I've done in a while, I've got to be honest. But I had a guy write a big comment in my comment section, and a lot of my loyal subs sort of put him in his place, and I thank you for that. But basically the idea was that I cheered for Paige over Naomi because I'm a racist, and that I'm a chipmunk of some sort, and that looks shouldn't matter, it should be talent that matters. And then the guy went on to insult not only my looks but Paige's looks, and I said I was happy that Paige won because she's more deserving. Now, I said when she was cutting her promo in the back that she sounded like a black Scott Steiner. Pointing out that somebody is black does not make you a racist. The primetime players are black. The New Day is black. R-Truth is black. I have friends that are black. There's only one black guy in the YWC that I hate, and you guys all know who he is. But whatever. I wouldn't, and as I said on Twitter tonight, I wouldn't mind Alicia Fox. I would rather have Cameron. Hell, bring back Karma to the WWE. I don't want Naomi, because Naomi sucks. Now, let me bring it down to you guys for just a moment. Naomi came in as one of the Funkadactyls, backing up Brodus Clay, which was lame. Brodus Clay left. They stayed the Funkadactyls, which was lame. They even kept his music. They tried really hard to make the breakup of the Funkadactyls matter, and they failed. They got them back together and they did a second breakup. That failed. They tried to have her as like a singles, like goofy smiling babyface, and it failed. As a last-ditch resort, they put her with the Usos to try and get her some interest, and it failed. She's on Total Divas, and as far as catching my interest, that failed. They tried to include her and Natalya in the tag team title picture to make her relevant, and that failed. And then she pulled a really super generic heel turn. Oh, I didn't win, I better turn into a bad guy, and tried to get our interest that way, and it failed. Now, contrast that with Paige, who rocked the NXT Divas division when she was there, was the inaugural NXT Women's Champion, never lost the belt, had to hand it over when she left, won the WWE Divas Championship in her first night in that post-WrestleMania Raw moment off of AJ Lee, who was the hottest thing at the time, who had just beaten the rest of the roster the night before at WrestleMania, the only person to simultaneously hold the WWE and NXT Divas Championships at the same time, and has gone on to go crazy for crazy with AJ and have some of the best matches on the main roster of anybody we've seen in a long time since Caitlyn, and established herself along with AJ and the Bellas as one of the 4 dominant main event divas of the WWE Divas roster. Now, who's more relevant? Who is more relevant? Who should I follow? Who has proven themselves? Not Naomi. And I don't care if she's purple and Paige is green. Paige deserves that spot more than Naomi. And she goes on to prove it here. Because we have Naomi versus Brie trying to prove that she deserves a shot at Nikki by beating Brie, because they're twins, I guess. Collar and elbow tie-up. Naomi starts off her wicked offense by pulling some hair and throwing some botchy kicks and a wannabe Cesaro uppercut. Brie is my fucking hero, slaps the living taste out of her mouth, and gets a Brie mode chant from the crowd. Oh yes, Brie with clotheslines and elbows. Naomi awkwardly pushes Brie out of the ring. I guess it was supposed to be a throw or some sort of tackle. It was just kind of a so yeah. Back in the ring after the break, they brawl around a bit more, and Naomi awkwardly pushes Brie down, sits on her back, and sort of slaps at her back. Nice boot to the face by Brie and a nice double clothesline spot. Okay, the first good thing Naomi has done in this match was be one half of a double clothesline spot. Just putting that out there. A nice flying clothesline and a running knee by Brie. A drop kick by Brie. Naomi falls off the top rope onto nothing like a goof. Throws her fat ass at Brie and steals a win. That's what that is. That's the girl you guys want to be the next WWE Divas Champion. Now, I will say this. And once again, I know people will attach racial whatever to this, but I really don't care. Give divas a chance isn't give any old diva a chance. It's, you've got some good divas on there, give them a chance to show it. It doesn't mean you go and you pick somebody off the side of the road and say, here, have a divas match. Especially when they botch like crazy, throw sloppier kicks than I would throw, land on their ass, and then use said fat ass to win a match. You, Naomi, you are not your father-in-law. Winning with your big fat ass does not make you cool, and that's not because you're black, it's just because you suck. Moving on. Slater is in the back in catering and announced that he wants to take Cena up on the US title invitational tonight, but then he eats an RKO from Randy Orton through the lunch table, and that's all we see of Slater. Roman comes out, talks about the last man standing match that he's going to have with Big Show at Extreme Rules. He's answered by Bo Dallas, who comes out and does his typical fake inspirational crap. Says that Roman's a dud. Says that he's the Tim Tebow of WWE. Says that he's something else, a bunch of references that I don't give a shit about. Tells him to bow leave, eats a hell of a Superman punch and a spear, and Roman Reigns tells him to bow leave that, which is fantastic. Which, yeah, the YWC is gonna shit on. I get it. It's fine. Sheamus versus Ryder, and I'm thinking this is gonna be a 1 minute match, but it's not. It's so good. Sheamus starts the match off with one kick, and I'm thinking, okay, we're going to have some, like, 18 seconds type thing. But then he talks some shit, saying, I could pin him right now, but let's have some fun first. Puts him in the corner, props him up, gives him some mudhole stomps, talks some more shit, tosses him out of the ring, talks some more shit, hits a brogue kick outside the ring, talks some more shit, drags him back into the ring, props him up in the corner for one more brogue kick. Ziggler saves Ryder with a zigzag. Sheamus wins the match by disqualification. Oh yes. It's announced that a week from this Thursday, Stephanie McMahon will be on the Chris Jericho live show on the WWE Network, which I'm not going to lie, I'm kind of looking forward to. Because the thing with Cena was good. I like the Jericho podcast, and I like that he's becoming a regular on the show. I don't like it if it's purely based on the fact that they have some sort of falling out with Austin right now, because that means once they reconcile, he'll be booted off, and Austin will obviously be back on. But I like it in the meantime. Jericho's really, really good at what he does, no pun intended. We have the Cena U.S. title open challenge. He comes out and he cuts a long, and it is a long John Cena style promo about his match with Rusev on Sunday, reminding us all that whoever answers the challenge tonight is virtually irrelevant. And to make it even more irrelevant, the one that answers the match tonight is Kane. Oh, yes. Boots and punches from Kane, an uppercut and a hard Irish whip, and dumps Cena on the outside. Boots and punches from Cena, sidewalk slam by Kane. Shoulders in the corner by Kane. Cena eats the guardrail. Boots by Kane. Kane works on Cena's midsection, which is nice, a little bit of psychology. You can't lift somebody for the AA if your midsection's all fucked up. He then changes his focus to work on Cena's shoulder. Again, you can't lift somebody for the AA if your shoulder's all fucked, right? Clothesline in the corner by Kane. 5-knuckle shuffle is countered into a choke slam in a really nice spot. I mean, Kane is Kane, but Kane still has some nice spots. Kane fails at a tombstone. A couple seconds later, you know, AA, John Cena wins, LOL, and we move on to Extreme Rules. I will give WWE partial credit here. There's a little bit of sense to what they're doing here, because Rusev's kind of being built as a monster. The WWE's resident monster is Kane, so it was either going to be Kane or The Big Show. But as far as the John Cena Invitational, the good it's been doing, getting guys like Barrett, getting guys like Ambrose, etc., it's been doing something good to have this thing that Cena's doing right now be answered by Kane. I think it kind of puts a damper on the good that he's been doing, but let's hope it's just for one night. Miz versus Mizdow in a match for the Miz brand. Match starts off... I love this, by the way, because you know it's going to end up as another match at Extreme Rules, one way or another. The match starts with a quick roll-up by Mizdow that gets a near fall, makes Miz look silly. In the process, headlock by Miz, backslide by Mizdow, gets a near fall, punches and kicks by The Miz, low boot by The Miz, back and a neckbreaker by Mizdow, swinging neckbreaker by Mizdow, and a from the knees DDT by Mizdow. Basically, Mizdow saying, fuck you, I've stolen every bit of your offense, which is great. Boot by The Miz, which has Mizdow kind of hanging out on the ropes. Summer Rae, who came to the ring with Mizdow, rakes Mizdow's eyes. Skull-crushing finale, and Miz gets the win. And I'm sorry, Natty and Tyson Kidd can go over there. Whatever the fuck, Uso and Naomi can go over there. Cena and Bella can go over there. Bryan and Bella can go over there. Make way for the true star power royal couple of the WWE, and that is my boy The Miz and his lady Summer Rae. Oh yes. Of course, it's all got to be cut short by another RKO out of nowhere on The Miz. Of course it does. We've announced that, along with the tag team title match that was announced tonight, the New Day versus Cesaro and Kidd. They didn't really say who of the New Day it is. I'm assuming it's going to be Kofi and Big E, but don't quote me on that. Also, we're going to get a Chicago street fight, Dean Ambrose versus Luke Harper on Sunday, which is fantastic. And my chair's doing its thing like usual. Ryback kills Adam Rose. It's just a thing. The funnier part is when the hot dog and the banana from the Exotic Express try to get in Ryback's face. He gets them up the way he used to do with the jobbers. He gets both of them up at the same time for the shell shock, and he just kind of holds them there and he says, "It's funny cause they're food." And he just drops them, grabs the mic, and he says, "What did the banana say to the hot dog?" "Nothing, cause they just got shell shocked." It's one of those, like, I know people are going to laugh at me for laughing at that, but you guys, you got to have fun sometimes. And my chair is still doing its thing. Sorry, guys. There we go. Rollins versus Ziggler is your main event. Triple H says Rollins needs to prove himself tonight, so he's going to have the match tonight that he would have had last week. Sorry. There's a big apology scene in the back with the Authority. Rollins apologizes to Kane so that they're all good for Sunday. Says he's the bigger man. He's going to dedicate his match with Ziggler to Kane tonight. Match starts with boots by Rollins and a mudhole stomp in the corner, neck breaker and an elbow drop by Ziggler. Ziggler clothesline, and that clothesline lands both men outside. They're trading punches and a boot by Rollins, a standing drop kick by Ziggler, and a vertical suplex by Ziggler. Ziggler eats turnbuckle as we go to commercial break. Coming back from the break, Rollins, because he's a heel, rides a headlock for a long time, because that's what heels do. Rollins hits a splash in the corner. Rollins hits a running knee, Triple H style, and a back suplex into a mounted punch position. Rollins, because he's still a heel, rides a headlock. Again, countered by a jawjacker by Dolph Ziggler. Running clothesline. Ziggler hits a running clothesline and a corner splash. Ziggler hits his jumping spike DDT, and it's pretty. Not as pretty as the one that he hit on Neville a couple of weeks ago, but it's still pretty. Rollins misses a super kick, but on the second time around, he does manage to hit an enziguri, which was a nice little recovery spot. It looked nice. Super kick by Ziggler. Sheamus comes down the ramp to distract Ziggler. Rollins hits the beautiful running turnbuckle powerbomb that he does, and to lay to waste all the rumors that have been circulating all day that WWE is no longer allowing the curb stomp, Rollins hits some sort of disgusting, botchy-looking face-to-face RKO DDT type thing on Ziggler and gets the win. Rollins starts talking some shit. Triple H comes out, says, "Let me introduce you to the man that's going to win this Sunday." Roddy Rah. Kane starts storming down the ramp, looking all angry. Rollins thinks he's got the better of the entire situation, runs back to the ring, tells them to lower the cage. He's watching Kane come down the rampway. He thinks he's smart as hell, doesn't realize who slithered into the cage before it was fully down, and that's Randy Orton. So of course, Randy Orton gives him beats. He tries to leave the cage. He's standing on the top rope trying to get out of the cage. Randy Orton basically springboards him off the top rope into an RKO. Not as pretty as the one at WrestleMania, obviously, but still a damn nice variation on the RKO. No mention tonight of Barrett versus Bryan. So the rumors of Daniel Bryan, and I'm not talking shit here, guys. The rumors of Daniel Bryan's potential injury or condition or whatever that were circulating while he was over in the UK might have gotten the better of him. Maybe that's why we got a couple extra matches thrown on the card tonight. I don't know. If the match still happens on Sunday, great. If the match still happens on Sunday and the rumors are true, we might see a very quick match where Barrett becomes champion again, which I'm okay with, but legit, that'll be shitty for Bryan. Everything else got built up tonight. The Divas division got built up tonight. We finally got a tag team title scenario going on. The US title's been built up. Oh, Rusev attacked Cena in the back and put him in a modified camel clutch using the, or modified accolade, using the chain across the face, which was actually half decent. Lots of other things going on. As I say, that's the end of Raw. As I say, I'll be doing the tackle panel with all my other awesome co-hosts this Wednesday. Please be sure to add your thoughts to the fan interaction video I have up. Please be sure to add your questions to the Q&A, which will be answered in the next upcoming weeks. As always, let me know if you made it to the end of the video. I've been Spaz, your YWC reality check with no voice. Subscribe up there, talk down there, start a conversation, keep all these conversations going. Tell me how silly I sound. Tell me if you're looking forward to Extreme Rules. Don't be a stranger. I'll talk to each and every last one of you later. But for right now, for God's sake, I'm tagging out. Bye.